everyone, this is Bree Robins, and today I wanted to talk about sex with the narcissist and how they use it for their own personal gain. So it's really a mixed bag of answers when you ask the former partners of narcissists how they were in bed. A lot of them will say that they were sex gods, but then a lot more will say that they just thought that they were. Either way, it seems pretty clear that no sex with a narcissist is healthy sex, and apparently it all starts to feel pretty gross after a while. It makes a lot of sense though, because sex is such an intimate thing, and intimacy is something that narcissists really suck at. Number one is selfish sex. This one isn't surprising, and it's probably the most common. The narcissist will always put his needs above yours. Just like in every other part of life, you'll constantly compromise and you'll be dismissed when you ask for your own needs to be met. This is no different than any other part of a relationship with a narcissist. Your needs are never a priority. To the narcissist, you're there to pleasure, serve, and entertain. If you don't drop everything you're doing and give the narcissist what he wants, you'll be shamed and mocked. He'll act like you just don't want to have sex, when in reality, you're just tired of not getting anything out of it. I've actually talked to a lot of women who said that a favorite tactic of their narcissist to get what he wanted was to use sleep deprivation against them. So when they didn't feel like having sex, he would play loud music all night, or he'd just keep shaking them until they finally gave in because they were so exhausted. Number two is violent sex. So I'm all for some rough play in the bedroom as long as it's fun. Like when couples get into BDSM together and they're both really into it, that can be really great. But when it turns into violence and one partner is not enjoying themselves and they'd like to stop, that's definitely not healthy, and that is crossing a line. A lot of narcissists need life to be extreme and dangerous, and some of them carry that into the bedroom with them. Mix that with a complete lack of empathy and a woman that's already had her self-esteem beaten to hell, and the results are not going to be good. Narcissists have also been known to use sex as punishment. It's insane how many women I've talked to who have been just violently raped in the middle of either a verbal or a physical fight. If this is happening to you, you should get away as soon as possible and make a report. It is not silly to report a rape just because the rapist is someone that you're in a relationship with. When you're in this kind of relationship, it's really important to document everything that you possibly can before he talks you out of it. Number three is performance sex. So sex with a narcissist isn't all bad, but at the same time, it kind of is. A lot of women have super satisfying sex with their narcissist, but you have to remember that if you're getting something out of it, it's probably not for your benefit, because this is a narcissist we're dealing with. A lot of times, especially in the beginning, the sex is going to be great because they're still going to be in that first stage where they're trying to hook you and lock you in. Women especially can get very emotionally attached during sex. It's really just a part of us. It's a biological trait that we evolved with. And the narcissist knows that. And remember, they will use any possible weakness they can to their advantage. Even if the sex was amazing, you're going to have to understand that it was a performance. If you felt any love during the act, it was fake. I personally know how hard that is to hear and come to terms with. But you just have to remember that a narcissist is not capable of connecting with you on a meaningful emotional level. And the sooner you stop romanticizing it, the sooner you'll stop missing the sex and the narcissist. So number four is degrading sex, and this one is the grossest to me. When a narcissist starts to get bored, he gets off on devaluing you. He will ask you to do disgusting things that you're completely uncomfortable with just because it makes him feel important. If you refuse, he'll keep pestering you until he finally gets angry, and then he'll just start demanding it. His sense of entitlement will not let him just let this go. He will make threats, and he'll even imply that if you won't do it, he'll get someone else to. But sadly, he's most likely already cheating on you, and he's not going to ask her to be part of his perverted sexual acts until he's spent as much time grooming her as he has you. Which brings us to number five, cheating sex. Yes, this is a video about how narcissists use sex, so I am going to talk about cheating. It's probably their favorite kind of sex. I haven't met many people who were in a long-term relationship with a narcissist and weren't cheated on. If you go to Google and type in "why narcissist," the first suggestion will be "why narcissists cheat." Narcissists are selfish and entitled. They basically have no morals. They're impulsive. They're compulsive liars. They don't care about anyone. usually even their own kids, so why wouldn't they cheat? The question isn't, will my narcissist cheat? It's, when will my narcissist cheat? You are never in a monogamous relationship with a narcissist. Narcissists just need narcissistic supply, and they'll take as much as they can get. One of their favorite ways to get an ego boost is to go have sex with other people. It reinforces the idea that they're important and better than everyone else. This is why a lot of narcissists are also sex addicts. If you catch your narcissist cheating, they're either going to deny it, a lot of times even if you have proof, or they're going to say it was your fault, and they can come up with a million different reasons for why it's your fault. Don't ever believe that, though. It wouldn't matter who they were with or how hard that person tried to please them. The narcissist is just gonna cheat. They need that narcissistic supply. The truth is, no matter what kind of sex life you had with your narcissist, you were damaged by the relationship. You wouldn't be here watching this video if you weren't. Just because you can't see the injuries from the outside doesn't mean that they're not there, and it doesn't mean that it's not important. No matter what your narcissist tried to make you believe, your feelings do matter, and by getting informed, you're on your way to a happier, healthier life. You deserve more than fake love. So I'm really excited about making more videos for this channel about narcissists and healing from the abuse. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and just remember that you're not the person your narcissist tried to make you be.